So my buddy Aaron, he picked me up the other day. I was I was stuck on the road from walking too much. I did a 2 kilometer walk, and I sat on my ass, right? Which I usually never do. I usually sit down on the bench. So once I sit on the bench, I spend about 20 minutes on the bench, and then I go for the rest of my walk. But this time, it's been a while since I went. So this time I sat on the ground. I started getting bitten by bugs on my ass. So I had to call Aaron. Aaron's like, "Don't worry, bro. I got you back. I got you back." You know? And Aaron picked me up. He's like, "Is this your fat ass right here?" He opens the door. It's me. And Aaron just speeds up, and then he goes to his house. He drops me off and goes home. And then I start talking to my mom today. I said there's some great escape, some sort of great escape going on in my head about why people in the sun of the homeless wonder what to do if they're homeless and it gets too hot. And then they said in my head, that's why they build resorts. And then they clued in. That's why the resorts are run by criminals, like Mexico. People were saying in my head, would they let us into the resort if we didn't have a place to stay? And then they said in my head, well, that's why they're criminals running it, so they could drug you up, so they kidnap you. They send you to the resort, and then they kidnap you. That's why they built the resort there that's why they have no economy. All they got is resort. Everything else is just trash. Maybe communications, that's about it. I was telling my mother that, what do you do in case of emergency? Where would we go? Because I think I remember my step-parent, Johnny Chan, Ajay Chan, he was saying something like that. He was saying, where would we escape to in case of emergency? Of course, I always wanted to be with my dad and my grandma. Right? My dad and my grandma were my first priority because they were always mine. But I loved Johnny because he gave me his 2 daughters. And me and his 2 daughters would make out all the time since age 3 to age 9. And then, unfortunately, this new guy had to come in, Ranjit. Nobody ever wanted him. Nobody ever wanted to know him. He just showed up. Till this day, he sits on the couch. Nobody talks to him. It's a waste of time. Wish we never met him.